this game.
All right, I'll
You
remember that
gotta
next
break
time.
it down. Yeah, it's you have another opportunity at the end to break it down. All right, all right. Welcome everybody. Hub Day highlights episode 24. This is our Kobe episode.
Yeah, Kobe episode. Let's
Kobe
go.
episode. You didn't wear nothing Kobe either, Bryce. That's wild.
I don't know. That was kind
You
of wild.
didn't know.
You should have just known. What do you mean you didn't know?
Okay, we got it. We got it.
Either way, episode 24. First week of the playoffs just wrapped up. It was a hell of a week. Uh, I mean, but we'll get into that here in a minute. But I'm just excited that every game was a good game. Like at some point, you know what I mean? Yes, a couple of them and in garbage time got away there at the end. But other than that, there was some six solid tight games that, you know what I mean, with some dramatic endings. There was some late comebacks and even an upset happened, and then a rookie quarterback that made his playoff debut and got a W. So it was a hell of a weekend for football fans as a whole.
Yeah.
Which was your favorite game? Favorite game of the weekend?
We'll go Bears.
Yeah.
Bears game.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's probably
Bears
that's one.
Packers. Yeah,
Yeah,
And if you look at the stats on the game, it's pretty much even across
it
the
really
board.
was.
Yeah.
The crazy stat I saw between the Bears and Packers matchup was that it's like 106 offensive snaps to 0 in terms of leading the game. The Packers have been leading in every single game that they've played, but the record is 3-0 Bears. That crazy? Just all three in a row comeback wins against the Packers, for sure, just to keep them in contention and send the Packers packing, for lack of a better term.
Nice.
Yeah, you see that?
No, yeah, that game. I thought that game was over pretty much. Down 18 points, and then they Bears, like they did all year, they found a way to just sneak back in it. Crazy.
Yeah, I was watching it on my phone. Then my mom called. Had a nice little
missed it.
conversation. Went into the living room, turned on the TV, and then the Bears were winning. I was like, "What the hell happened?" That's crazy.
Playoff football.
Yeah, insane.
I was talking to Blake about it, and he said he watched some football this weekend too, and the games are pretty good. I was like, if you want to watch some good football, they're all going to be good games, but sit down and watch the fourth quarter of every game. You're going to get some good football. So it was cool to hear him. You know what I mean? He's turning a new leaf, becoming a football fan.
Yeah, I think he's just playing along with it. I don't buy it.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I didn't even ask him. He told me.
Hey, he trying to work you over, man. He wants that $100.
yeah.
Missed out on it. All right, let's break down. I guess we'll start with that game since we're already talking about it. Like we said, Bears are racing an 18-point deficit, scoring 25 points in the fourth quarter. One of the biggest comebacks in wild card history, and allows the Bears to move on and continue to host another playoff game. The Los Angeles Rams will go to Chicago, play in January. There'll be some cold football.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good
think-
one.
Rams ain't gonna be ready for that cold. I don't think.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough. I was already undecided on that before, regardless of where they play. Just the two teams in themselves have been able to do some really good things this year, and I guess it's just fitting that they play each other. Same thing with some of these other matchups in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
Devontae didn't play right last week.
He
He'll play
did, but he got hurt, and I don't know if he returned. I'm not sure exactly how he got hurt, but I saw something happened to his hand or something, and I don't think he came back into the game.
Yeah, that'll be
Which is
crucial
the big piece of their offense.
Mm-hmm.
for sure. That's gonna be a fun one though. Fun one to watch.
Oh, the Rams Bears. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be which defense is gonna be able to like come up and get the stop. I think because both of those offenses have been lights out this year. Caleb Williams threw for over 4,000 yards. You know what I mean? For obviously Matthew Stafford had the season he's having, an MVP candidate. So it's gonna be an exciting game. Whichever defense shows up and kind of gets that stop, or couple stops. You know what I mean? It's going to be the deciding factor. But you never know with the Bears. I'm not going to count them out there at the end. They've been able to win some of these games I thought they had no chance being in.
No. Like I said, they were down 18, and if you looked at Jordan Love's 323 yards and 4 touchdowns, you're like, there's no way they lost that game.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, it
That
came down to that 4th and 8 though. One
Yeah.
throw, kill it, bro.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, down to the wire for sure, which is right up Chicago's alley.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know if that plays in the favor of the Rams. They haven't had that kind of season where they've been in those games. You know what I mean? They've kind of just been rolling through teams, or if they lose to a team, they lose. It's not nothing crazy close like that. So curious to see how it all goes. Like you said, with the weather and just a change of scenery. Speaking of the Rams did not roll the Panthers. They did not pull players at halftime like some people may have thought could happen. Rams gave them a run for their money, huh? I mean, Panthers
Yeah.
gave them a run for their money.
Whoever had that thought was crazy in playoff football.
What's that, Bleach? What was that face he's made? You see
I don't know. No, I thought I saw something. Yeah.
See, I was watching that episode back because I missed last week, and I could have swore you guys were talking about the Ravens or the Steelers and Texans game.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's funny because he mentioned it in both games.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I don't think
No.
I mentioned.
Actually,
Mentioned
was it
what?
that game? Oh yeah, you did mention it in that game too.
I mentioned it that game. I didn't mention it. I said the Panthers one's gonna be closer than we think.
Correct, you
Yeah.
did say that, but
He did say that because I said they won that matchup during the regular season.
yeah.
And I think we kind of like would not be surprised if the Panthers actually did win that game. In the second half, I thought the Panthers were going to win that game.
I thought so too.
I thought they had it. Yeah, that lead touchdown.
They had a couple good drives and scored, and they're like
They just went back and forth the last couple.
the Panthers got the momentum, and then you're like, oh, hold on, they
Mhm.
might actually pull us off. Then nope, here comes the Rams. You're like, oh, it's over. Nope, here comes the Panthers again. It was a fun game.
I thought the Panthers did it. I thought it was game over. Bears getting Rams were going to get the ball and try to run it down and do something. I didn't think they stood a chance, and then all of a sudden, with 38 seconds left, Matthew Stafford finds Colby. Was it Parkinson?
Parkinson. That was a good
Parkinson, yeah.
touchdown.
Bro, it was nice. It was wide. It was kind of wide open.
Big tight end to move like that and spin around and stay in bounds is a pretty good play by him.
Yeah.
I think Panthers are going to be all right next year. That receiving group they got is young, and they're pretty damn good. Coker had a great game.
Yeah.
He balled out.
Yeah,
Yeah, the 1-2, and if Dowdle stays,
we'll see though.
the 1-2 punch between the two of them, or between him and Hubbard, is gonna be pretty nice too. Which is kind of what the league's going towards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even
Yes,
the Rams, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Dowdle stays though. I think Dowdle.
See, that's why I said if he stays. I feel like the big if is because of how they basically shut him down when Hubbard came back. Like
Yeah.
he went, like he still got touches here and there, but it wasn't the impact he was having getting those touches, and they just shut him down when Hubbard came back. Like I was like, I would have eased off the gas a little bit, you know what I mean? Let him transition back, but because of that, I think it makes Dowdle go test the market.
Oh yeah.
And I guess our last NFC matchup of the week, we had the 49ers against the Philadelphia Eagles.
That was an interesting one.
It was an interesting
Yeah.
one. I was looking, and everyone's picking the Eagles. The Eagles don't lose in Philly, you know what I mean, in a primetime game. It just hasn't happened often this season. So I took a chance with the Niners because they have a player on their team named Christian McCaffrey, you know what I mean, and that man is, I don't know how the Panthers let him go, but they did, and I feel like just everyone else playing the way they did, it sucks that they lost Kittle going forward, so that'll be interesting how that plays out. But the 49ers just, their defense were able to come, somehow that injured defense is able to come through and stop these
Yeah.
teams.
They're on their linebackers 6, 7, and 8 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Salah's
Yeah.
got to be, Salah has to be probably a top candidate for a coaching position. I think they should keep him as their DC. You know what I mean? It's
No.
a key part of their success this year. But
Well, I
I
know
think
there's
he's
teams
better.
interested in him.
100%.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But I think he's a DC though. I don't see him as a OC or coach. a head coach. I don't see him as a head coach.
Yeah, not
Able
everyone.
to do-
Not everyone can do
he's-
both.
He's a killer on defense, man.
Well,
Stick to it. I'd be the highest paid defensive coordinator in the
He's
league.
he's a player's coach too. Those players will play for him. You can see it.
Mhm.
well, there's also two guys that are defensive minded that are players coaches, and they're having a ton of success. So I think Saleh could do it. I mean, it's hard. The sample size you got was the Jets, which, let's be honest, nobody's going to do well
That's
there.
true.
The Jets
That's
with
true.
Aaron Rodgers, like you know what I
Oh.
mean. It's like a series of events that took place. The HBO Hard Knocks curse too. Like it's
And then, like, for the Eagles, man, like, I picked them because I really thought they were gonna turn it on and figure it out in a playoff game at home. But no, it was the same vanilla offense that doesn't know what it's doing all season long. And then AJ Brown forgot how to catch a football. It looked like too.
Mhm.
That didn't
He
help
did.
nobody.
I think he's gone.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
Mhm.
That offensive coordinator should be gone too.
I think he did get.
Some
He's gone.
questionable shit all season.
Yeah.
Yeah, all season.
Just the utilization of Saquon compared to last year's is nuts. Especially with you win and got him a backup who can take on a load if Saquon necessarily needs the break, like kind of like the Ravens did with Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? They have a fresh Derrick Henry in the fourth quarter of week 17 because of they're not forcing him all season. They have somebody there to spell him and kind of take some of that way. And the Eagles did that and go in and take Bigsby. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
I feel like they didn't utilize that the way they could have,
No.
and especially after the season he had last year.
Bigsby had some good plays in that game too. He looked good.
Yeah. So, but Brock Purdy for the 49ers was able to deliver a late game drive, I guess, to get them in position to win that game. And they advanced to face the Seattle Seahawks for the third time this season.
That
Yes,
is
they-
going to be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's they've split, so this will be their winner take all. Move on to the NFC Championship game. Yes,
There you go.
there we go. It's like I have it right here on my screen. I didn't even look at it. I just started to guess. I don't know. I'm excited to see that third matchup and kind of see like what goes into the coaching strategies. It's back in Seattle. The 12th man plays in effect. You know what I mean? It's all that, but curious to see how it plays out. What do you guys think?
Yeah. About that game?
Yeah.
I don't even know, man.
That's a tough one.
I've discounted the 49ers a lot this year because they should not be doing what they're doing if you really think about it. You take Christian McCaffrey off that game or off that team, how many games they win this year? Maybe a couple. Not as
Handful.
they're probably not playoffs.
Mac
but,
Jones isn't going 5-2 without Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, no.
And
it's
then
not.
that defense every week is like a new defense. People are hurt and it's crazy to watch, but they got it figured out somehow. I don't know if that holds up in Seattle.
It's gonna be tough.
I don't think so.
It's tough. But they got him that last time in Seattle.
That's the win that they got. Yeah.
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 And then Seattle came and got one in Santa Clara or Santa Clara. But yeah, that's a tough one.
Well, if Seattle does win and then they win the next round, they'll be back in Santa Clara where they're able to get a win for the Super Bowl.
True.
I'm sure the 49ers would much rather be have the home game for the Super Bowl if they make it that far. So, but potentially two teams in their same division could be standing in their way to the path to the Super Bowl, depending on how the Rams and the Bears game goes. So,
Yeah, I think that game's going to come down to the wire.
For sure.
Or we get playoff Sam Darnold. And it
I was looking at that stat, and he was only played in the playoffs one time.
Mm-hmm. Who was that?
0-1. 0-1. Sam Darnold.
No, what team was he on?
your team, wasn't it?
I was like, maybe now all watch how that panned out. That's why he's on the Seahawks now.
How did that go, please?
Gosh, the same. It goes the same every year. You know.
Doesn't matter who it is. Huh? It's crazy when you got a quarterback coach, and you can't figure it out in that position, huh?
No. Yeah.
We're not.
Poor guy.
We're not here to fucking rag on the Vikings, okay? Even though it is fun to do, it's not what we're
Hey,
here to do.
he's the one that brought it up. Or maybe I did, but that's not the direction I was going.
Yeah, well, he's 0-1 in the playoffs, so he hasn't been there much. You know what I mean? But when he got there, he's in one opportunity, he completely shit the bed. You know what I mean? So, everyone in Seattle and is kind of hoping that is not the case because it's kind of what happened last year. He had a really good season with Minnesota, and then you know what I mean. So we're not hoping for a really good season with Seattle, and then then he's gonna be playing for the Raiders next year.
No.
Well, if Saul is listening,
Saul is listening. I'm waiting.
stop the run, and let's double JSN.
Yeah, do the
Most of
Patriots
the game.
do the Patriots thing where they put their number 1 on the number 2 receiver and take
And
the
then
2 and
double.
3 corners double. Yeah, the number 2 and 3 double the whole game. I've watched the Patriots defense take offenses completely out of games doing that shit that's back in the day though.
Mm-hmm.
So that would
It's gonna
be
be a little easier though for the Seahawks. No Kittle. That defense is disgusting. Now you don't
Yeah,
have to
but-
worry about Kittle.
yeah, but Tungus, other than like a couple drops in his last game and maybe throughout the season, but he looked pretty good all season. He's been a good.
Oh, for sure.
backup.
Yeah.
Kittle's been
I
out.
don't discount. But Kittle is a game changer. He does everything. Blocks, catches. It's gonna be, I think, a little easier for the Seahawks. So I think they got a little edge for sure. And then especially being home. But Kittle, that's a huge blow for sure.
It is.
They're gonna have to drop some more of those crazy reverse passes and plays for this next game.
Not sure if it's real, but it 100% could be. I heard when Kittle found out that it was a torn Achilles, that someone went up to the owner's office and grabbed him a bottle of tequila.
Yeah,
And they said by the end of the game, Patron. By the end of the game, the bottle was empty. So they were like,
Yeah.
damn.
I could believe that.
I was like,
Yeah.
Kittle putting it down, easing the pain with
Yeah.
Patron.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he does take away like a lot of energy on that team if he's not there. But Tongas, I think, like Daniel was saying, he's filled in for him this year. Like his last game that he played when he was out, he caught 7 out of 9 targets, 60 yards, and a touchdown against the Bears. And he's a solid backup. I think they'll be fine, and I'm sure he's going to be involved with the pass game.
Especially if they're smart and they try to take Smith and Jigba out of the game. You know what I mean? Oh, just wrong tight end you're talking about. Just kidding. But still, same thing for Warner is how I think the success for them would be is if Sam Darnold doesn't try to force the ball into Smith and Jigba, because that's what he's done a couple times in those losses where he's not been successful. He's forcing it. He's not even looking at other people. Like don't get me wrong, it works sometimes. We were literally watching games where he's literally staring down at Smith and Jigba and he has 12 receptions because they're not stopping him. So I don't see Salah allowing that to happen because he could easily take over that game. So if Sam Darnold's smart, look for those checkdowns. You know what I mean? Warner could be, I think, huge for them. He has been pretty big for them in the red zone in terms of a target and a big presence. Like I think it's like Jimmy Graham for the Seahawks back in the day, like kind of bringing that type of target back for them. So I don't know. I'd be curious to see. It's gonna be a good game. Two really good defenses going at it though.
Yeah. But kind of going back really quick to the Kittle thing.
Yeah.
Is it also frees up possibly a safety or a corner, because now you don't have to worry about having a linebacker matched up on Kittle and getting burnt all game, right? So now that Kittle's gone, you can utilize a linebacker to cover,
Tongas, yeah.
Well, I can see the Seahawks doing a nickel. So I know there's a corner. He's like their third string. They like running that nickel lately because it puts him onto the field, and it gives them more depth to kind of stop that run instead of stacking the box. So, curious to see how it plays out. It's going to be one of the better games this weekend. So,
yeah, and I was gonna say Salah's probably not even worried about JSN. That last game they played, Kenneth Walker and what's his name, backup, I forget.
Charbonnet?
The other running back.
Oh, the
and
other one?
Charbonnet. They
Yeah.
both went to work. They could not stop the run that last game in San Fran. So I think they're gonna be worried about that. If they stop the run, then I think they have a better chance.
Walker did pop off in that game.
Mm-hmm.
They killed them on the run that last game. So they stopped them. Should be fun. Should be a fun game.
Yep.
It's probably gonna be an overtime game.
Cannot end in a tie. We'll jump over to the AFC matchups from this last weekend. We had the Buffalo Bills travel to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. We all picked the Jags to win, just based off of the situation they were in. But Buffalo came to play, man. They didn't look like the Buffalo throughout. There were a couple things throughout this game that they like glimpses of like, come on, what are we doing? But they were able to kind of overcome that. Kind of look like a real force. I don't think it's going to be an easy game for Denver the way Buffalo played this last game. So, what do you guys think? That was one of the upsets.
I blame it on Jacksonville offensive play calling. Tootin and Etienne were killing them on the outside run plays, outside zones, killing them. Tootin came in and got like 3 rushes, 10, 15 yards each rush, and then we just stopped doing it. You're trying to pass the ball downfield
They're
on
trying
the
to
best
make it.
pass
They're trying to
defense
make
in
it
the
the
league.
Trevor Lawrence show. They're trying to force the ball to Jacoby Myers, like over and over.
I think if they would have stuck to that run game a little bit more, they might end up winning that game. I mean, the pick at the end was just unfortunate. That was just good defense, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, the run game was killing it, and I was enjoying it. And then all of a sudden they stopped running, and they're like, oh, let's just throw the ball. Like, what are we doing? It was just like the Ravens all the damn time.
I was going to say, kind of the same with Buffalo, though, too. Cook was doing nice on the ground, and all of a sudden they'd come out and throw on first down the next drive. Like, give the ball to Cook. Let him cook.
He didn't do all that great. I mean, that Jags was the number one, like, rush defense.
Yeah, 100%. I meant in terms of that. Like, and they went away from it, too. I feel like if they would have hammered it a little bit more and kind of stayed with it, everyone is predicting Josh Allen to go out there and beat them with just him. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. They look good. Jacksonville, like, if anything shined for Jacksonville, it was their defense in that game, and Buffalo was still able to get some points, still able to get some drives down the field. So, like I said, being consistent is what they need to do. They haven't been all year.
And then Brandon Cooks was a good ad for the Bills, but the Bills also lost Shavers today. So kind of back down to where they started with their wide receiver room going forward.
And Denver's secondary, I think, is better than Jacksonville's for sure. So
I don't know about it may equally as good.
I don't know.
Surtain himself, yes, but
That's your island. That's the Revis Island right there. You know, so you don't.
Reigning defensive player of the year. So yes, I know what he brings. That man is gonna come play every time. So not a lot of plays you see that he's defending the good receivers making plays down the field. So I don't know. Keon Coleman I saw played in the last game. And
but you guys said he wasn't playing.
That's the head coach said he wasn't, but he was in the game.
Hey, what I say? Something's gonna happen. You're gonna need receivers. Now look what happened. Shaver's gone.
Well, lucky for him, he had the game he had with Shavers going down too, because he did something with his opportunity in playing. He might still be a little shit and be on the coach's shit list, but he did good. He had a 36-yard pop here, 24-yard pop here. Yeah, he's a big play kind of receiver. So
yeah, they're gonna need him for sure. Gonna be a fun one too.
Yeah. Did you see Jacoby Myers lay out Bosa on that comeback block?
That was
laid him out, man, on his back.
Cleaned his clock.
I think it was one of those outside pitch plays. The weird little pitch that they were doing. He pitched it out, and Myers just came back into the line and just dropped him.
Someone say he peeled his muffin cap back blue.
No.
It was a nice block.
Sorry,
Do we finally see Josh Allen in the Super Bowl? Is this his year?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Last week we were talking about an asterisk. Last week we were talking about Josh Allen making it with an asterisk, and now he ain't gonna make it.
No.
No.
I never said he was gonna make it with an asterisk.
Yeah, I didn't have them going to the Super Bowl.
Bleach did have a
but
Broncos
he
hat
didn't-
on, so
I did have a Broncos hat on
we
earlier.
did call that last week. So you guys are. I mean, we don't. I'm not gonna really do all the picks for this because I'm not tracking them anyways. We've already basically done our picks for the last two anyways. So you guys going with Denver?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm going Bills.
I'm going Bills too. I don't feel
Y'all
like
don't
they're
know.
gonna.
That's okay.
So y'all don't know nothing.
I think so.
I just
man.
think they're
I don't
hot.
know.
I think they're hot right now. They're hot when they need to be hot.
Exactly.
Like, and I feel like that's
And
gonna
that's
play a
all you
big
need to
factor.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched
That's
the
all you need to
Broncos
do when
play
you get to
some
the
really,
playoffs.
really bad football this year. Granted, they did win all of those games where they played that bad football, but I've watched it happen. It exists on their team. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's a landslide, Denver, but like I said, I think they're hot. Buffalo's hot right now, and I feel like that's gonna play in their favor.
Let 'em
Nah,
know, Bleach.
I would say Ethan knows ball. You know that
I
term
knew he was
right
gonna
there?
say that, and I thought that's what he was gonna say when he said we don't know nothing. I was going, you don't know ball.
No, Denver. Yeah, they're contain Allen. You got the number one corner in the league. Shut down any receiver. Stop the run
Which
game.
they don't
They don't
got.
have receivers.
Exactly. So,
You gonna shut down Dawson Knox, bro? We're chilling.
Hey, Broncos got what, 68 sacks this year? They lead in the league in sacks. They just got to contain and play the way they've been playing. They're gonna be fine. The only thing that worries me is their run game gonna be decent? They're gonna have to have a run game instead of just hoping Bo Nix throws and plays a good game. He hasn't been great this year. He's not as good
No.
this year as he was
No.
last year.
The year of the rookie, man. It's Lindsey's time to pop off. Then is what you're saying, right?
So
yeah.
And
I
it's,
mean, he runs too.
you gotta
Bo Nix.
remember,
Yeah, Bo Nix
He'll
can
get his
run,
rushing.
too.
He'll get his rushing yards.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
he can run.
Fucking.
But this is also his first playoff game. Oh, Nick's first playoff game.
Mhm.
That don't mean nothing.
I don't know, man. Some of the young quarterbacks, you know.
Chat
might
got
get a little
Broncos
antsy.
too, huh?
Yeah, but he doesn't know what
I
it feels to
throw some
lose,
crazy
though,
throws.
right? In a playoff game. Josh Allen does.
That's true.
So,
Josh Allen's lost a lot in the playoffs.
yes, exactly.
And he did have to go through Mahomes and.
I was like, he's
crazy
beat,
stuff.
and a lot of those losses.
So now we're bringing up asterisks again.
Well, Hurts is
I
out.
don't know
Hurts
about
is part of the
Bo Nix being
question.
Mahomes.
So,
We'll see. I think it's gonna be a fun game though, too. All of these games are gonna be
Yeah, should be a
sick.
good
I think.
matchup.
And the other
Yeah.
thing is you're playing on the road in the Mile High City. That elevation's different up there for a traveling team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Broncos just been sitting up there in their lounge chairs for a week.
Taking it
sitting
in. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
they're loud. They're crazy.
Oh, dude.
They're probably sitting in a hot tub. Is what they're doing.
Maybe.
Another next AFC matchup that we had was the New England Patriots against the Los Angeles Chargers. Rookie Drake May wins his playoff debut. Patriots defense were able to kind of hold Justin Herbert in check. Every time I looked up, that man was getting hit by somebody. So
What'd you say? How many sacks they get?
that
They
wasn't the one
got-
he said 8. He said
Oh.
Texans.
Okay, the Patriots
Oh, he
defense
said
got
Texans.
6 sacks and 6
6 sacks.
tackles for losses.
Yeah. I knew that was
Uh,
gonna happen.
The Chargers' O line's too banged up, man. We knew
Oh,
that since week
dude, they showed-
1. They've been losing linemen.
They showed them when they introduced the game and they showed their position rank. Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're literally the,
Yeah, it's like the worst
3 of their
defensive
5 were the 3 of their 5 were the 3 worst linemen in the league.
I mean, what do you do,
Which is
man? You
surprising. I thought my Raiders had the worst offensive line.
Well, they got injured. They had Alt, right? Didn't they draft Alt?
No, they just had the worst quarterback.
Yeah.
It was different.
Yeah, definitely the worst quarterback in the league.
Herbert's the worst quarterback in the league.
No.
isn't he?
No.
Gino.
No, my Raiders.
Oh,
Gino.
why the fuck
Gino,
is he even
yeah.
in the league anymore? He's only in the league because Pete Carroll was in the league and he gone now too. So
Mhm.
I don't know. It's impressive for Jim Harbaugh to get the Chargers with that O line and how banged up they were to a playoff position.
It's true.
Even
Next
to keep
year,
that division lead.
I hope they get healthy and they stay healthy because they'll be a fun team to watch. Get Hampton back
Yeah.
healthy and a good low line with Herbert.
I think they're going to need another receiver. Keenan Allen's not going to sustain another whole
No.
season.
No,
He was good
Well,
for
maybe
them
more
this year,
playing
too.
time. More playing time for Trey Harris, the guy they drafted last
Yeah,
year.
Lad
Who I think's
McConkey
pretty
needs to
good.
show
Just
up,
didn't
too.
get too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
I think
because of
they'll
Keenan
go.
Allen, Trey Harris didn't get too much playing time. So Keenan Allen leaves, we'll see
Yeah.
if they really do need one. I think
What do you
Trey
guys-
Harris is solid.
What do you guys think? Vrabel, Coach of the Year?
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
First
He's
first
up
year
there.
coach, first year coach. You know what I mean? Like what he's been able to do. That team wasn't the same as they were before. You know what I mean? He came in and
Yeah.
cleaned house, brought back in Josh McDaniels. You know what I mean? Kind of brought in his guys. You know what I mean? Made it. I don't want to say, for lack of a better term, the Patriot way, but kind of going back to like how they did things back then. You know what I mean? If it was not broken, why fix it? I think he's making the case for it to be able to kind of rein in Stephon Diggs and kind of deal with everything that comes with that drama, the drama he had coming into the season with the little pink baggie. You know what I mean? And just kind of be able to ride out the season and not let the outside noise kind of take over. And with not a rookie, I guess a young quarterback. I guess he is a rookie, isn't he? No, he's not. This is their second year for May, right?
Who?
May.
May's second year.
Yeah, May second year. First year in the playoffs.
You think when you're like on a team or you're a coach, right? Let's say you're a player, Daniel, and Bleach is a coach, and I'm Stephon Diggs, and I come into the building, and I'm like, hey guys, I got 4 baby mamas all on the same day. Does that like affect you guys? Does the team feel that?
One of them is Cardi B, so no. Yeah, it's outside noise, bro. It's drama.
Yeah.
Man. It's drama. You know what I mean? It's check it at the door is the conversation the team leaders need to have, I think, with Stephon Diggs. Unfortunately,
Oh.
I think he was one of the team leaders on the team. So, did that conversation happen? You know what I mean? Or did it come from Vrabel? Yo, cut your shit. Like,
Who knows?
Yeah.
the way they respect him,
Yeah.
I feel like Vrabel's like, listen, preseason's over. We're done with that shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's curious to see. I wish every
Do we
team,
have
I wish
that?
every team did it inside the league, like a season-long thing that you can follow.
Yeah. Do we have the nominees already, or any of the coaches?
No, I don't think so.
Were they all nominated yet?
They have no one's even. I don't think for any position yet. No.
No. I was gonna say Ben Johnson. You could throw him in there.
Yeah. That's a good one right there.
That is. That is.
That's,
I feel like
Yeah.
as a whole, not just as a coach, but like the mentality coming into it, the division rivalry he's trying to set with his opponents, like all that. I feel like it just encompasses what it is like to be a head coach.
No. No, I think Vrabel's done
Yeah.
real good up there. Taking a team that won 4 games last year, and now they've lost 4 this year in second round of the playoffs.
Is this his second opportunity?
He was
As
with
a
the
head coach?
Titans.
Wasn't he a coach with the Patriots though before he left, like a DC or something?
Something like
yeah, he was a
that.
coordinator.
Yeah, coordinator.
So
So he's kind of paid his dues, you know what I mean? He didn't just kind of get it because of who he was. I feel like maybe the New England job in general, but paid his dues, you know what I mean? They had a couple rough seasons with Tennessee. So I love to see it for the guy. I've always been a Vrabel fan, but it's cool to
Yeah.
kind of see some of these coaches that are former players, and there's people in the league that they used to play against that are still doing it. It's crazy. So, last game of the first round of playoffs: Houston versus Pittsburgh. The score reflects 30-10, but that game up until like the last 8 minutes was not a 30-10 game.
36.
yeah.
I don't know why my shit says 10. I don't know where I got that from. Anyways, I feel like the Steelers' defense, like we predicted, was going to just be the problem for them. The offense couldn't really get it going. You know what I mean? I feel like Gainwell is going to be nice for them next year. If he stays with them, he's going to split the backfield with Warren if he stays. You know what I mean? So, but watching him just get the ball, he's explosive. He's quick, get to the outside, gets upfield, is a returner as well. So, but that's really all I saw from them. Like they didn't really get anything else going. DK didn't get his second target of the game until the fourth quarter. Like that Houston defense is fucking scary.
You
Dude.
drop a wide open pass, Rodgers will do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the first time this year.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, and Rodgers is visibly upset every time too.
The whole game.
He was pissed off at everyone.
And then I feel like Gainwell was the only one that was out there playing. Like he never quit. He was like, "Oh, I'm out here playing." Like,
Is he on contract year? Might be right.
I don't know. And then
Paycheck.
Texans defense, man. Oh, what up, Eli?
Got the chat live.
I'm hating on you, man.
I know.
But, and so you know, the Texans I said 8 sacks. They had 4. I'm gonna call that intentional grounding one 5. And then they were so close so many times. They also got 8 tackles for losses, a pick and a fumble, both for a touchdown at the end.
Exactly,
That's why the score is so inflated. Their defense is nasty.
Dude, they're scary.
Pass rush.
It's another defensive coach that we were talking about that has success in a head coach role. D'Amico Ryans, former defensive coordinator for San Francisco when Saleh left. D'Amico's the one that got that job, and then doing everything with his opportunity, going back to his team. I love that when the players go back and coach their own team. So,
No.
Raheem Morris not having the same success, but but I'm happy to see it for D'Amico Ryans, and I remember watching him play right alongside Brian Cushing. That duo was disgusting there, and they're kind of setting that standard with Alshire and kind of those. All 4 of those front linemen are disgusting at any given point. One of them is creating pressure, so. They're going to be fun to watch this next round against the Patriots. They're going to kind of get Drake May out of his comfort zone, and I think that's what's going to make him have success. But that defense is every time they were something else.
See, that's the issue though with Drake May is he's a little bit more mobile than Aaron Rodgers. Just a little. Just a little. You didn't hear Aaron Rodgers? He said you got outran by a 40-year-old.
Yeah, but
42-year-old.
that guy was 340 pounds.
Okay, no, but Drake May's a lot. Yeah, like a lot more. So they're gonna have to. Yes, they can pin their ears back, I guess, for the rush like they did in the Steeler game, but not. I don't think as much. I think they're gonna have to be more. Kind of just a little bit of pressure, but kind of contain.
You don't think he has the help? You don't think he has the help in the secondary? Where they can kind of pin back and go?
I think the Texans do.
Yes, but not in the sense if obviously if they're playing man, no. I think Drake May can out scramble most pass rushers.
Yeah.
So if they're manned up and their heads are turned, he's getting crazy amount of rushing yards.
Especially if Stevenson and Henderson are just going off too from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a chess match for sure.
Fun one too.
What do you guys think of that one? That might be the harder. That might be the hardest.
That's really hard.
That might be the hardest one of them all for me.
I think so too. Yeah.
I would say Texans though. I'm a stick since I said last week, right? Defense or offense wins games, defense wins championships. I would have to go with the Texans.
See,
right?
I want to say them because of how dominant their defense is, but just the look in the face of C.J. Stroud multiple times in that game when he was under pressure, when something didn't go, he looked, I don't want to say terrified, but like he didn't look like he was like ready for that moment. You know what I mean? And I feel like this next round's going to be even bigger. It's going to be in New England. It's going to, I don't know, it's going to be tough, man. I think that defense comes to play. We're going to, no doubt. But I agree. C.J. Stroud, the Steelers defense was in C.J. Stroud's face the entire game. I don't know where I was going with that, but they were in his kitchen. You know what I mean? They were all over the place. They were making him very uncomfortable. He was able to find Christian Kirk multiple times in the game. Nico Collins there at the beginning, but he lost him. So it was. It's gonna be tough. I think the Patriots get it done though, in Foxborough.
I agree. I agree. I'm just saying that's based off last week. If defense is the better defense, but like I think Drake May is more composed, especially from last week. So he kind of sits in that pocket pretty good and doesn't get all
They keep,
I don't
they
know
can
rushed. He
fill up
doesn't feel rushed. Yeah.
Yeah. But big factor is Nico Collins. Is he going to play next week? The concussion?
I don't think
Does he
so.
get cleared to play?
Mm-mm.
It'd be huge. I know Kirk had a great game, but now you don't have to worry about Collins. You put more players on Kirk. It's going to be tough for the Texans to try to score points. So we'll see. But that defense is just too gross to just count them out.
Mm-hmm.
And,
That defense is just everywhere.
they do have the extra day. They're the early game on Sunday. So the Texans and Patriots.
I think they need him. I think they need Nico Collins.
Who you got, Ethan?
I'm going Texans. Defense growth. At the beginning of the year, I wasn't sure about the Texans because their O-line and stuff, and that obviously changed. I picked the Texans in every primetime game. They won. The only thing concerning about that game against Steelers was C.J. Stroud and the fumbles. Not all of them were on him. Some were the center. But
Yeah.
look how poorly he played, and then what the final score was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your defense does that for you,
Yeah, it's crazy.
not much to worry about. I don't think he's going to have another bad game like that. Hopefully not, but I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
curious to see
Yep.
how it goes too.
I'm going to go Texans, though, too.
Hell yeah.
I want Texans. Defense.
And Drake May didn't necessarily light it up against Chargers, so I think the Texans defense way better than Chargers defense.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Number one defense.
It's going to come down to. I think that one comes down to the wire.
You think all you want, Dan.
I also thought the 49ers were going to win, and they did. So, was the only one that thought that.
We all get lucky every now and then.
What do you mean luck?
Yep.
I called every game that last week. Remember I told you guys to write it down.
And whoever wins, that's who you pick.
Dan only picked the Eagles because he's a Giants fan.
No, I told you the Eagles had struggles from the beginning. Then what happened? All season they were in shambles, but they were in shambles in a shitty division, so they were able to pull it out. No possible. I guess that's all for those matchups last week. You guys want to make way too early predictions for Super Bowl based off these last 8?
Seahawks Broncos.
Okay, Blake.
I agreed with them.
Not bad.
Did you say
You know-
Seahawks Broncos?
That's what he
Mhm.
said.
I got Rams and Bills.
Ooh.
Josh Allen pulls it off, dude, this year. I don't know why. I have a weird feeling. I think Josh Allen finally gets to a Super Bowl.
It don't count if he wins, though. You know that, right? He didn't have to go through Patrick Mahomes and
I think Bears Bills.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's what I think. I think that'll be a fun ass fucking Super Bowl.
It would be nice because it'd be so different.
Yeah.
then the Broncos.
What are you talking about?
We saw Peyton in there not too
Yeah,
long
it
ago.
wasn't that long
Yeah,
ago.
No,
the
that's true, that's
Broncos
That's true.
is visibly upset.
That's true. I was hoping it was like Jacksonville Panthers or.
That would have been dope.
That would have been crazy. Yeah.
Dude, Jacksonville and Carolina, dude. It would have been nuts.
Highest rated Super Bowl ever.
Mhm.
To say at the beginning of the season that was a possibility at some point, it would have been nuts. In Santa Clara. That's what's crazy about if the Bills and Bears both go. They're both going to a warm San Francisco. Like, you know what I mean? Both of them are winter teams, so like it's none of them are really have the leg up on each other. That's why I want to see like that kind of matchup where it's not like one person just says like, oh shit, how'd they make it? Like, you know.
What?
So, realistically, I think the rest of them are in that. Anybody that makes it could easily had the season to kind of back up where they're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Texans started 0-3, were able to overcome it, make, you know what I mean, come back with 5 losses on the season. Buffalo didn't think at one point we're going to even make the playoffs, and they were able to sneak in. Broncos were so many games they should have lost throughout the season, but they ended up with the 1 seed, did not lose those games. You know what I mean? Just an accumulation of things that kind of led to where we're at. Is couldn't have predicted it. What a crazy season. Chat's going after Bleach, dude.
Leave the men alone.
It's all right.
Taking on the new guy.
It's all right.
How'd the NCAA game go?
Look how confused he looks.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Is that good? Oh,
We're talking about this right here, sir.
on the
Oh.
screen.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, what?
All right, we don't need to disclose that information.
Which game?
There we go. That's the answer.
Which game was it?
Talking about NCAA 14, dog. What are we doing?
Deflect.
A couple other additions to our head coach firing / let goes / self leaving / whatever other thing there is. So just the updated list we have. Kevin Stefanski was let go by the Browns. Jonathan Gannon was let go by the Cardinals. Mike McDaniel was let go by the Dolphins. Raheem Morris let go by the Falcons. Brian Daboll during the season let go by the Giants. Brian Callahan during the season let go by the Titans. Raiders moved on from Pete Carroll. Ravens moved on from John Harbaugh, and today Mike Tomlin stepped down as the head coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Interesting fact about that, if anybody wants him as a coach next year, because he was not fired, he must be traded for. So, tidbit information there. I don't think he coaches.
They're up to something, dude. I don't trust
You
that.
think something's going on?
Steelers up.
Yeah, I thought him and Rodgers were gonna walk off in the sunset together if they like made it farther, but it didn't happen. I thought Tomlin stayed another year, but yeah, something's fishy, huh?
Yeah, that is weird.
And I say that because there's teams out there desperate enough that would probably trade them. Something stupid.
Better not be my Raiders.
Like he said, like there was mutual interest on leaving, and they were like, "Hey, hold on, don't. Let's just have you step down, so we can trade you to somebody else. Who do you want to go to? We'll put together a package. We'll put together, you know what I mean? Go after a high pick. Some GM positions that are open that were fired. The Dolphins fired their GM, and the Falcons fired their GM. So, a lot of vacancies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vacant head coach positions currently right now.
That's nuts.
That is insane. Cleveland Browns, in terms of who they're looking for their head coach, they have a couple of candidates. Ravens offensive coordinator Todd Monken, Seahawks defensive coordinator Aiden Dirty. Browns, some interior people. The Browns OC Tommy Rees, their DC Jim Schwartz. He used to be the Lions coach, right? He's the one that when they went defeated the whole season. So don't hire that guy. Mike McDaniel is on the Cleveland Browns head coach candidate list, as well as Nathan Schlehouse. Is he the guy that was friends with McVay? Is that guy?
Who?
Not sure about Sleehouse.
Nathan.
Schlehouse?
Yeah, Schlehouse. I know there's a guy who like McVay's kind of been grooming him, getting him ready for like his next
That's
position.
his
I'm not
DC
sure if that's
right
the guy.
now.
Oh, it's a DC. Yeah, this guy was the passing game coordinator. So, I don't think that's one of the hot destinations of that list of 9, but it's definitely an interesting one, to say the least.
Yeah, I don't know.
Deion Sanders?
think they shut that down.
Yeah, didn't the commissioner in the NFL and everybody like say no, that's not gonna happen?
Oh, they say it's not even allowed. I didn't see that.
I don't know for sure. I thought they did it.
Yeah, I don't know about loud. I just thought they shut it down. Like, there's no way that's gonna.
The rumors, yeah.
Yeah. I
Mm.
don't think
That'd
he would
be-
even. I don't know.
I don't
Do you
think
think he
so.
would want to?
I feel
think
like
think
he
he's
would
loving
want
it.
to.
I think he's loving it over there in Colorado.
Yeah, all the success he's having down there. You go do the same thing in Cleveland. I'd probably rather be in Colorado though.
He probably making
Yeah,
more money.
Honest.
Arizona Cardinals candidates, Broncos DC Vance Joseph, 49ers DC Robert Saleh, Dolphins DC Anthony Weaver. Are they going after somebody specific, do you think?
Probably a DC.
I did
Yeah.
see a thing that I'm not sure how 100% true it is, but I did see a thing that they looked at Cliff Kingsbury bringing him back into
No.
Arizona.
No.
And with Kyler Murray on the outs, who knows? I don't
No,
think it's a
no,
good
no.
idea. I don't think it's a good idea by any means. But I did see a thing that said that. So
Cliff Kingsbury needs to go back to Taiwan or whatever he was at. Whatever he was doing.
what do you guys think? Do you think them going after a defensive head coach is the move for Arizona? Like, is that their area that they need to focus on? Bring in a ringer for OC or what?
The only way I would say yes is because they have a young defense that they drafted last year and some younger guys. So maybe you could help build that up and, have your core group of guys on defense and just figure the offense out. I don't know.
I see where I think is a good defense is great, but if you have them on the field too long, they get tired. So, and then they're not worth anything, right?
You know?
The more they're on the field. So if your offense isn't moving the ball,
Unless you're the Texans.
Houston, they move the ball. It's just
Yeah.
when you're constantly on the field, defense gets tired, and so you still have to have your offense being able to get some type of yards, stay on the field for, some type of drive, minutes going through the game. But I don't know. I think they could use a defensive side. Would be a good pickup for them, for sure.
Well, some of the big offensive guys available are like Seahawks OC Clint Kubiak, Matt Nagy from the Chiefs.
You take him. I don't want Kubiak. The Ravens are interested in him. I don't want him.
I'll take Kubiak. Come to the Raiders, Kubiak. Or Mike McDaniel. One of them two.
Dude, Mike McDaniel with the sunglasses and Phil Roddy. And
You want him on the Raiders?
I don't mind it. I think it'd be cool.
Okay.
They're used to losing, man.
Exactly. I mean, we're not going to be winning next year anyways. I think it's going to be
It might be. I don't know.
Mendoza to Bowers. I mean, I think we have like the most enticing other than the Giants. You get the first pick next year. You kind of get to bring in whatever you want if you come to the Raiders. So, like I said,
Yeah.
that first pick is going to be enticing to some coaches. Look at John Harbaugh. I didn't even think he was on the list, but he supposedly is calling. He wants to call the Raiders. So, it'd be nice. We'll see.
according to my sources, there's no source. Raiders head coach candidates does not include Mike McDaniel currently. It does include Clint Kubiak, Vance Joseph is on there, Matt Nagy, QB coach from the Broncos, Davis Webb, former quarterback in the league. Kevin Stefanski from the Browns, DC Jeff Hafley from the Packers, and then Jesse Minter from the Chargers. He was the defensive coordinator there as well. So, not necessarily on the list, but Harbaugh's on everybody's list. He's not listed as anybody's top candidate because he's taking his time and really not kind of making a decision quickly. So,
He wants to go to Minnesota.
huh?
Hey, but real quick to go back to the Cardinals one though too. I just how you mentioned Mike Tomlin would have to get traded. What if they trade Kyler for Mike Tomlin?
That'd be crazy.
They would need a QB if Rodgers retired.
Teams need a QB. Now the Cardinals need a quarterback or a coach. Perfect swap.
See,
Yeah,
I see Tomlin going for a pick, not a player.
I couldn't imagine Kyler Murray playing on the Steelers.
Yeah.
Just his chest out running in front of his whole body. Just imagine. I can't imagine that either.
That would be crazy.
Wow.
Miami Dolphins have a short list of their head coach candidates. Clint Kubiak's on their list. Robert Saleh. Chris Shula. That's the Rams guy.
Mm.
Chris Shula. And then Jeff Hafley for the Packers as well. So, the general manager has said he's not interested in John Harbaugh. So, I'm sure it's the
For who?
AFC. Miami.
Oh yeah.
Sure, it's the AFC beef. It's gonna beat our ass for years. We won't fucking want him over here. Atlanta Falcons, their list as well includes some of the same people: Clint Kubiak, Stefanski, Dolphins DC Anthony Weaver, Panthers DC Ejiro Evero. I don't know how if I said that name right at all, but I've actually seen him during some of the games this season. He's actually similar to kind of like the Lions' new DC in terms of like his energy on the sidelines and just like cheering with the players every time something happens. Like I feel like that's the new meta that the coaches are, the player coaches. You know what I mean? It's what they're looking at. So, and then Mike McDaniel is also on the list for Atlanta. Giants have a longer list than everybody else. They're interviewing John Harbaugh. Mike Kafka is going to get an interview. He was the interim last year. Stefanski is on their list as well. So is Cliff Kingsbury, Vance Joseph, Raheem Morris, Mike McCarthy. Mark McCarthy already had his interview, and Antonio Pierce already had his interview. Antonio Pierce is former Raiders head coach, but also former Giant linebacker. And then Rams DC Chris Shula is also getting an interview too. So I think we got some super good candidates, but I think that list is as long as it is because, like Bryce said, it's on paper it's probably one of the better looking head coach vacancies.
It is.
So
Chat's going nuts.
what do you say?
Mhm.
Sunglasses and the capris. Yeah, that's Mike McDaniel.
Mm.
Give them Kyler and a pick. See, I don't see the Steelers trading Tomlin for a player. I don't see that happening. I see them. I think picks are involved in that and what they're trying to do over there.
I think the Giants should get Kingsbury.
Nope. Looking at the Ravens head coach candidate, he's at the top of the list right now. How pissed would you be?
Pretty pissed. Read the rest of the list because I don't like any of them.
DC Chargers DC Jesse Minter, Seahawks OC Clint Kubiak,
Nope.
Anthony Weaver from the Dolphins,
Nope.
Vance Joseph from the Broncos,
Maybe.
Davis Webb from the Broncos, Bills OC Joe Brady,
No.
Vikings DC Brian Flores,
No.
Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel,
No.
Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski,
No.
and Chiefs Matt Nagy.
No.
I think your
Vance
best ones are
Joseph.
Vance Joseph, Davis Webb, and maybe Clint Kubiak. I feel like are the three better of
I
them.
don't want Clint Kubiak. I want an offense so you tell a QB to just go throw it to the same guy every damn time you're on the field.
That's wrong with the defensive coordinator for the Vikings. Just saying. Hey, we got a good defense, dude. He's a
Did
good
they?
coach.
They had one
Yeah.
good game.
Brian Flores, yeah. But Brian Flores is the DC. He's known for being a DC. He didn't have success being a head coach, so he went back to being a DC.
I'll take Vance Joseph. Give me that guy.
Didn't he used to coach the Cardinals?
I'll apply. I'll apply for you. Don't worry. Gotcha. Let me, where's it at? Send me the link, dude.
Yeah, they need some new blood in there.
Daniel would be cool with the Ravens.
Who?
Surprised you don't like Mike McDaniel.
Why would I like Mike McDaniel? What has he done?
I mean, look what he did when his team was healthy. I mean, Tyreek, when they first went over there, they were putting up points, man. He was kind of killing it in his first
I feel
couple
like
years.
He looks like those progression photos of like 100 days sober to like just an addict. You know what
He
I'm
looked
saying?
like he looked like an intern in the mailroom to the boss, the last level boss in the mafia. That's where he went from.
He used to be a water boy, didn't he, or something like that? Something
Something like
stupid,
that.
like a towel boy.
Bro, after the Dolphins get a big win, that man will hop in his whip and go drive down South Beach, bro, just with his head out the window. Just
Just vaping.
Dude, what are we doing? That's why you got fired, sir.
I don't-
already.
I don't want a head coach that tells people at the end of the game in the press conference, like, well, in order to win games, you have to win games.
He's probably
Yeah.
just tired of it, though.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
Remember when he sprinted with the cameraman?
Yeah.
yeah.
And then he tried to
Dude.
Didn't look-
the cameraman said
He wasn't having fun.
trying to
He's
make
not
it
having
look-
fun anymore. Maybe he has fun in Baltimore.
Maybe he'll have fun in Oakland, or I mean Vegas, dude.
Or that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Could
Yeah,
you
dude.
imagine him in Vegas though? I mean, how
I mean,
much worse can a man look, dude, at the end of the season?
If he ends up coaching for the Raiders, he's gonna end up coming out with
Vegas.
shoulder pads and spikes on or something at some
Las
point.
Vegas Raiders head coach arrested in downtown Vegas for decent exposure.
Uh, Maybe they'll let him vape on the sidelines down there. Who knows?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. I don't want him anywhere near any of my teams. I think he was not good for Miami at all. So
No.
I didn't see anything good come out of that what he did in Miami. So obviously the Miami would probably disagree with me because they saw some things, but I'm sure they're happy to see him leave.
yeah.
Mhm.
Q Cliff Kingsbury. Why is he on everyone's list, bro? There's no way he's that sought out after. He didn't even have that great of a season this year. The season
No.
before with JD was better than this season.
But isn't he a
Well, he-
quarterback guy?
Yeah.
And his quarterback's out for the year. I mean,
Yeah, he didn't have. he didn't
that's
have
why I'm
one.
saying he should go to the Giants.
He had
with Jackson
Mariota.
Dart.
No. It's gonna be no for me.
I don't know. You guys already had a great QB coach, and you guys as your head coach, and you guys got rid of him. I thought he was perfect.
Dayball?
Mm-hmm. He worked with Josh Allen.
Yeah, he got Josh Allen where he's at.
Like, I don't know. I'll come to the Raiders. I'll take Dayball too. I don't know.
So where's Dayball at? Is he not getting
I
on
saw a
with another
thing.
team?
I don't see anything for head coaches positions. I saw a thing for offensive coordinator for a division rival. I didn't read the report because I was pissed.
The Eagles?
Ooh.
Would make fucking sense. Stupid ass shit.
Imagine
division
him and
likes to keep
Sirianni
him
standing
in-house.
next to each other with headsets on, man.
No,
Crying and stuff.
I won't cry. AJ Brown into that crying with him on the opposite sideline because he doesn't play for them anymore. Well, I'm excited for this offseason. I think the offseason in general, I think it's going to be exciting. You think
This
any
is
moves
gonna be a good
happen?
one.
You think any moves happened before coaching position? You think anything gets taken up? Interviews have all been happening, like they've been taking place currently. So I don't know what the procedure is on when you're allowed to hire, but I know
I'm
they're
not
interviewing.
sure. But I'm sure I'm not sure either what the timeline is, but I'm sure once Harbaugh is done, he will be gone off the board quickly.
And you think the
And-
dominoes will set off after that?
Yeah. They're gonna have to. People want the guys they want. Because
I
they
heard
can't
a
interview
rumor-
all of them, right? Because they're still in the playoffs, so they got time.
I heard a rumor that Harbaugh didn't have his official meeting yet with the Giants, but he met with the owner for lunch, and that the meeting went super good. That people on his side of the party were saying that there's definitely some interest in here. That's why he wants New York to be his last interview. He's gonna go around, make his rounds, and then New York will be his last one. So curious to see how it plays out. It's gonna be an exciting offseason, I think, as a whole.
You know what the Giants are gonna do? You've read that, and you're gonna read it again in a couple days, and then they're gonna interview Cliff Kingsbury and hire him like bam before Harbaugh even goes back. In straight New York Giants fashion, that's how it's gonna go down.
And I'm gonna talk hella shit all off season, and then when the season starts next year, I'm gonna say we're fucking back.
Yeah.
Now watch
If
them
I don't
go
have
with
another
Antonio
choice.
Pierce.
I think they should.
Yes.
So I was thinking, get Spags like from the Chief as a head coach, Spagnuolo, and then have Spag hire Antonio Pierce as a DC because Spag is a defensive coach. He can kind of oversee. Don't let him give full range. You know what I mean? To kind of bring back that giant grit. You know what I mean? And figure it out from there. I think the defense is where they need to be. They have the players on defense that need to be kind of reined in. So I think a defensive coach is what we need. But like you said, in true Giants fashion, we're going to probably get Cliff Kingsbury and go 4 and whatever next year and be shitty again. So, but until then, we're back.
Back at home, watching the playoffs like the rest
The
of
whole
us.
division is are all 4 of us in the division are at home right now. Yeah. Yeah, we finally did a short episode.
Sweet.
It's only because we ran out of shit to talk about because we talked about all the games already and everything else that's going on. What else you guys got? Bleach, look at you got something to say. Okay.
Nope.
Bleachers seriously don't get fined.
We like playoff Bleach. Playoff Bleach has been fun. Last week we were calling him fake Bryce, just so you know, Bryce.
Yeah, I was watching for a little bit.
Yeah.
You were like, "Whoa, Bryce looks different."
Yeah, Blake came in. Blake came in. He's like, why Bryce look like that? I'm like, dude, be nice to Michael. That was weird. We're gonna go back to Bleach.
Wild.
Bleach is better.
Oh, actually, I got one. I got a. My brother been texting me.
Oh, yeah, we got a
He
question
think it's going to be Pats and Rams.
Ooh,
That was a good pick.
not
I can
bad.
see that.
Mhm.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Rams
I
have
like
been
that.
favorite for a long time to get there. I know that.
I think the seating's all screwed up in the NFC more than it is the AFC in terms of like where they are and how good they are as a team. I feel like I don't think the Bears are the 2 seed in terms of how good they've been all year, and but they earned the 2 seed coming through, and I don't think the 49ers are a 6 seed. Like it's they didn't fit where I thought they fit based off of how they played, but that's how it goes sometimes. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy if the Bears win.
it's gonna be electric. Those fans
What do
aren't
you
gonna
guys
sit
think?
up forever.
I think I got one more thing. What do you guys think about hopefully maybe because I think I like this, but switching up how the playoff seeds are.
What do you mean?
Just because how are the Steelers playing at home against the Texans with the worst record or a worser record?
It's like
Because
the
it goes-
Panthers. It's like the Panthers hosting the Rams. It's the same thing.
That's
Because
what
it goes
I'm
by
saying.
division winners.
No, for sure. But so how do you guys feel? Like what if the NFL thinks about switching it up? Obviously I don't think they have been talking about it, but what do you
I
guys
think-
think about that? I think we should switch that up. I mean, how
think
are the
what saves
Steelers
them-
playing now?
I think
with
what
that
saves them is the reseeding that they do throughout the playoffs. That it always the top seed always plays the last seed. I think is what continues to allow that to happen. Because if one of those shitty teams were to win, you know what I mean, and move on, then we don't have them playing another shitty team. They're playing against the best team in the playoffs left on their side. You know what I mean? I feel that's what helps it a little. But
Yeah.
I just
It's
don't
like
know what the
how-
alternative would be to that.
Well, just I mean, you get you still if
They-
you win your division, you make the playoffs, but
Take
then
the
once
same-
you get that, take the best records and
so
then
take the
seed 'em.
same 7 and then take the same 7 that make it the same way that they make it, but then reseed
Mhm.
them.
But reseed them because by records.
See, but what would
Like
play
that.
into tiebreakers and things like that when they don't necessarily have it? I think that's what this does. Is it's a guarantee whichever the division winner gives them the 4, so that they don't run into 7 teams with this 11-4 record. You know what I mean, or whatever that looks like.
Yeah. But it usually doesn't look exactly like that every time.
This year it was close though. This year a lot of
Mhm.
teams only had 3 losses, 4 losses coming in till the last week. So
True.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to see them switch it up a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
Texans, they still got the dub, but it's kind of crazy seeing a 12-4, right? 12-4 Texans against the 9-7 Steelers playing in Pittsburgh. Kind of wild.
Yeah, that is true.
and the Steelers
Some
looked
teams-
like they had a
some
chance in
teams.
that game.
Exactly.
so did the Panthers.
Some teams, that's all they need is home field advantage, and they could pull it off.
Yeah.
I'd like a little switch up. I would like a little switch up. Be cool.
Write a letter.
I'll I'm gonna start that.
I'll get you a Hub Day highlights template if you need me to.
Chat GPT.
I do have
Um,
a what do you think, really quick, kind of stay on football just a little bit about the college championship game coming up.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No one
It's
could have
gonna be a
predicted
doozy.
this. No one could have predicted this matchup. They predicted
This
one
kind
side
of
of it. Probably.
this kind of counteracts Bryce's comment because Miami is a 10 seed.
Mhm.
Some people don't even
Yeah.
think Miami even should have made the playoff.
I didn't. I'll say
No,
it.
yeah, I
A
agree.
lot of people,
No.
and they've just upset after upset. No.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck that up.
I think Indiana looks way too much.
Mm-mm.
And I think they should handedly beat Miami. But I know just for the script and everything, it's going to be a close one-score game or whatever after they've blown out everybody. Just because, and it's in Miami at Hard Rock. I don't know.
Yeah. I got Indiana though too.
I think everyone in America has Indiana.
Like, there's no
Yeah.
way they don't win this game.
There's
Right?
no way.
Yeah.
This
I
is
think I
hard.
pick Indiana against the Giants, the Ravens, the Vikings, and the Raiders at this point, dude.
Wait a minute.
Well, he's the quarterback for Indiana is probably going to be on my team next year. So
Well, we got the quarterback from Miami on our pod right now, ladies and gentlemen. Just kidding. I keep
Don't
telling
look
Brian.
nothing like.
I tell
I
Brian.
don't look like
I tell Brian he looks like Carson Beck. He really doesn't. I saw like one picture where he like, yeah, I can see a little bit.
yeah,
but
maybe
I,
in high school.
I
Maybe
just
when I was
rolled with it. I just rolled with it from there, but I don't stop.
Is Carson Beck declaring for the draft? Hasn't he played college football for like 17 years now?
I know.
No, right?
I think-
Really
I
thought
think-
about it.
If he didn't make the playoff, I think he does not declare. But the fact that he's now in the Natty, I think he's declared.
You should.
Played some
Sure.
good football these last
Yeah.
couple games. You know what I mean? To get his team in position to win. That was that running game is very dominant for Miami, but some of those throws he was making, some of the runs that he made to get them, like, you know, I mean, he's definitely put them in position to be in this game. So I'm not going to necessarily say it's going to be a blowout. I don't think Miami wins it, but you never know. They've been Cinderella in it so far, so it would be
Yeah.
it would fit the script of how everything goes.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't,
Indiana,
see,
yeah.
I don't see it possible. I would love to see it personally. I would
There's
love
so
to
many
see it.
better, like much better teams in Miami that Indiana just ran through.
Yeah. So if you want to look at it as in recruits and stuff they got, Indiana's worse than everybody. Indiana has 8 total 4- and 5-star recruits on their team.
Didn't this start last year too? Like they had a
Oregon-
dominating season last season and then lost at the end. And
Oregon
then just,
has
picked up from
50.
there.
Miami has 55. And the other team, Ole Miss had like 50 something too. Indiana has 8.
That's wild.
And they're dominating everybody.
You know who's
They
been dominating right now? The portal.
LSU.
Riola? Oh,
ASU.
no. Right.
Look at
wow.
ASU. ASU's right now in the top 5 right now, and
Oh yeah, look who all left.
well, not based on who left, who they're getting. Like they got Colorado's top receiver from last year, who popped off a couple seasons ago. Like another running back from somewhere else. Playmakers, some offensive linemen. And they're gonna be fun to watch, especially with that quarterback that's gonna take over. Sam Levitt's probably going to LSU.
Yeah, he's leaving. He's sitting
Um,
courtside with Lane Kiffin or whatever at basketball game.
Did you guys know? Like, do you guys know who the main backer is for Indiana? Like their NIL deals?
Mm-mm.
Mark Cuban.
Oh, wow.
What?
Was that before the season or?
That is 2024.
Sure, it's a tax write-off, bro. If he did it from his business,
Starting
did it from his
2024.
business side,
So just yeah,
the man's not stupid with money.
that's what I'm saying. So I feel like they're gonna even just get better.
No.
People are
Yeah,
gonna
they haven't even branched out. All his companies that he owns are gonna start
Mm-hmm.
NILing them up.
Well, did you see? You know where Trinidad Chambliss came from, right? Ole Miss quarterback.
From where?
He came from the transfer portal. The year before, he was at some school. I have no idea what school it is, but he was like a 4th string. He was the ranked 60th quarterback and like 380th overall went to Ole Miss, and now he was in the playoffs just now. Killing it. He's good.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's really good. They're gonna be good next year too.
Well, he got denied. Did you see that? He got denied
What?
his sixth year, I think, or his extra year. of
Oh, he has to
eligibility.
go. He has to go
So I
up.
think he has to declare. I know they're gonna fight it. What's that word? I know they.
Appeal.
There you go.
Mm.
I think they're appealing it, but I don't know if they're gonna win. I think Chandler's gonna have to go into the
How-
draft.
Why can't he do another year when Carson
There's
Beck's been playing for his whole life?
So that it all depends on red shirts and clock. Like once you play, your clock starts, and you have 5 years. 5 years on your
Based
clock.
on the
So if
reports.
he played 4 years elsewhere before he came here, then yeah, his clock's up. You
Well,
can do appeal to
from
get another
yeah.
one for sure, but
that's what you can. I mean, you can go play. What's that?
Division two.
JUCO for yeah.
You can even play. You can even play D2. You just can't play D1.
Yeah, like USC had that receiver that was played on their team for like 7 years. He redshirt or whatever, and then the COVID year didn't count, and so he was like a freaking 6-year senior there.
Yeah, if he doesn't think he's going to pan out early in the draft, I'm sure he'll take that route and go play for someone else. Go win a FBS championship next year, and then go somewhere in the draft too. I can easily see that happening.
Yeah.
But looking at this game though, both teams actually their quarterbacks are transfers.
Yeah,
You know?
Beck from Georgia.
Beck from Georgia, and then I mean,
He only went there because he followed his girlfriend that he
Right.
no longer is with.
to Miami.
Yeah, Carson
Yeah.
Beck.
Yeah.
that's
He was
crazy.
dating, he was dating
One of the twins.
one of the twin
Yeah.
girls on the basketball team, and then they broke up, and he was already there.
Damn.
You know,
Look at him now.
look at him now.
Mhm.
About to
The
lose
dude
the
looks
natty.
like when he's got his helmet on, it looks like Billie
Right.
Eilish.
Oh,
That's all I see when I see him on the field.
I see him when he has his helmet off. I see Bryce.
I don't see that.
I don't see that either.
I know.
I guess
Oh,
I don't
you
see it.
shave
I don't see it all the
and
time
stuff.
either. I see it
In
like
the, with the
one-
lights in
it
the
was
dark,
One
you know.
time, one photo. I'm like,
In the
wait a
dark.
minute.
Yeah, I see
In
with
the
my
dark.
eyes closed.
Yeah, with my eyes.
In the
When
dark,
I
with the
close
light
my
off.
eyes, I can see it.
Took a turn for the worse.
Mhm.
Yeah, on that note, we'll be back here next week. We're going to wrap it up. We'll be back here next week to wrap up the divisional round, talk about our conference championship games. And then maybe we'll just put up a stream. And I don't know if that's dangerous. I would say for our Super Bowl watch party, we'll just put up a stream in the corner. But that's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's
Yeah.
a dangerous game. We just pop in every periodically if someone wants to, but no. We're gonna do a season in between the Super Bowl, and then we'll do an after episode too. An episode after too. So, you guys sit tight. We'll be here. You ain't getting rid of us that early, that easy.
No.
Yeah.
Some
I know.
people out there want to, but yet they just keep coming back.
Yep.
See how
Every time I try to leave, but they keep pulling me back. I'm telling me to leave you in my house. All right. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll
Cue the music, audio guy.
Yeah.
No, where's come on.
Somebody real quick. Somebody asked for Blake in the chat. He gave his super prediction last week. We're gonna get him back the episode right before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. He picked both number 1 seeds unknowingly.
He didn't even know that they were 1 seeds either, and I believe it. I mean, he picked the Ravens
don't.
because he thought it was a cool bird. He picked the Bills once because he has a friend named Bill. Like, what are we doing? I believe that he had no idea that they were the 2 1s.
Yeah, the only difference is this time when he picked them, he didn't give a reason why he picked them. He didn't because I love horses and Seahawks are cool
Yeah, he
birds.
did. He
He
did
did
for
not.
Broncos. Remember, he said when he was a kid, he used to have a Broncos jersey. I told him he needs to wear it on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said that weeks ago. He didn't say that.
That was that. No, that was last
No, that
week.
was
And
last
then,
week.
and then Bleach
Yeah.
brought out his hat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then,
Why
and
did
then when he
pick
picked
the
the Seahawks, he's like, say the list again. None of those teams speak to me. And so he said it again. And I'm like,
Well, does
None of
Blake
them
talk
are
to
gonna
birds?
speak to you
Blake,
the
you talk to
second time.
birds now? What are you doing?
He goes,
We have to change Blake's name to Birdman when he gets on.
his name is Bird City Beards. So.
Oh.
So yeah, he did.
Third
He
man,
did
third
give
man.
he did give a Super Bowl prediction. He picked the 2-1 seeds.
I love aquatic birds.
We'll bring Seagulls. We'll bring him back the last week before the Super Bowl, so he can see if his prediction was right, and then we'll make him pick the score and the MVP.
We'll have to tell him that. You'll have to be like, remember you picked the Seattle Seagulls, and see what he says.
He'll believe. Bro,
Knowledge
believe it.
test right here.
Yeah.
How you gonna make him guess the MVP? Just throw random names at him?
Yeah. You're just gonna
Yeah,
give him a
right.
list of names and have him pick
Yeah, I'm
one?
gonna give him like
See which one of those names speaks to him.
top couple positions, top couple positions, players in these positions.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be funny.
It will.
It's gonna be jokes. So, all right.
You got to throw in some like defensive tackle or like a left guard, just somebody that's not gonna get it, and see if he picks it.
I'm gonna say Cliff Kingsbury in every list.
He'll
Should.
catch on to that. He'll be like, "Who's this Cliff Kingsbury guy? Why is he all over the place?"
He's like, what? Why is he all over the place? He's the new Ravens head coach.
Nope.
Uh,
Him, Jackson Dart, and Scatterboo are gonna be snorting creatine and headbutting walls, dude.
Yep.
Powered
Wow.
by
it's a live
Rivian.
shadow. Not everyone can live it. You know what I'm saying? Catch y'all next week.
Lay in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. Like, share, subscribe. Check us out on TikTok. I know why you want to talk shit.
Bleach, where's it at?
Oh yeah, Bleach ain't jigging.
Ah, damn it, Bleach.
I was rocking with it.